Ready, box. Alright, we're back with another banger. It's chapter 1471 called A Lightning Strike. And let me tell you, boy, let me tell you, that man Rosario, he gonna do it to him. Alright, let's get into it. So, start off with the author's note. Rosario, now resonating with Mishiba. Round 6 is getting tough. And every time I hear resonate, I think of Nobaro. Resonance! Rejoice, boys. RIP, RIP to the GOAT. Wink, wink. Now, in the last chapter, they were talking about how Mishiba refused to resonate with Mazario, which he refused to go at his pace. Like, he refused to cheat with him. He refused to forsake his own boxing and give up on it. He refused to let people who supported him down, and refused to feel like he was alone and needed to hide behind fouls and offhanded tactics to win. He no longer needed it. And from that moment, Rosario started fighting at Mishiba's pace, which is regular boxing, getting in, and he's going for a counter. He has tried relentlessly to get this counter and get outside foot control. And you can see the equilibrium begin to slowly break and diminish, because first it was all Mishiba's pace. He was killing it, getting good. But for almost every hit Rosario was taking, he was learning Mishiba's time, getting in closer, getting the outside control back, and landing and hurting Mishiba through the guard. And now it's starting to come to fruition. So we see Rosario throw a right hook, and Mishiba throws a right to the body. He's been relentlessly tearing up his body, which was his original game plan, just to wear him down, knock the grease off, and take the gas out the tank. Want to deflate those tires, take the air out those tires, and it's been working. Once he locked back in after he got dropped, he's tagging him up, and this is no different. Rosario's swing hits straight air. Mishiba's boom, right in the ribs, right in the feathers. You see Mishiba and Ippo and Mishiba Kumi still holding hands. Meow. We see Rosario throwing uppercuts and straights, but nothing is getting through Mishiba's defense. Again, he has that peekaboo guard. He's not letting them in, and his long elbows help block his body too. So it's almost like the perfect guard for close range. Long range, definitely Hitman style, but close range, peekaboo gets him where he's at. We hit back center was just complaining, just barely. You think Mishiba knew he was timing for a counter? And Mayata says it makes no sense. And Saramura chimes in that it's do or die. That's all he can do. Even though his Rosario's hits aren't hitting, they aren't landing, they aren't getting much progress done, all he can do is this. And we switch to Ippo thinking about and cheering on Mishiba. Said, if you get dragged into a high-pace exchange, rather than think of it like you're being forced to adapt, think of it as a chance to turn it around. I take that back. Those were Saramura's thoughts, and we see Ippo as he has like an eerie feeling and eerie bubbles around him, because that's what Rosario was thinking about, taking for that one chance for the counter. Like, counter's like the best move. Like, we can all admit that, right? We can all admit that Miata is the strongest in the universe, right? Or at least has the strongest attack with the corkscrew counter. Spoiler warning. The announcer says it's a white-hot slugfest at center ring, whose fist will pierce deeper. We just see a panel of Rosario huffing, puffing, his heart's throbbing, his organs are hurting. Mind you, he's getting tagged in the solar plexus as well as the stomach and the intestines. He constantly, in his high pace, he's throwing punches, missing, getting tired, taking hits, getting landed on, getting tired. He said, I can't reach. I just barely can't reach. It'll definitely land. He thinks back on his past. My life wasn't worth ish. Mind you, he used to be a gangster. He was set up by his own team. They thought he betrayed him, but he didn't. They left him for dead. He says, I betrayed again and again. Only my fists. They didn't betray me. They let me push my way to the top. He said, believe in them and they'll reach. And he throws out a right at full power. Throws out a full power right, looking for the counter. And it shows the panels of everyone watching. Like how it has the four Kamigawa boys, Sawamura, Miyata, Sendo, Ippo, and Kumi, and then Mishiba. 4, 3, 2, 1. And it switches to the audience, dead silent. And you hear, right there. Rosario has timed it perfectly. Mishiba's raising his arm. It's the gap between when the chopping right hits and the flicker jab comes back in. And Rosario throws his left straight right down the middle, looking to hit the mark. And I like this little image of Rosario because it kind of looks like a chibi, like a small version of him, but he throws it full force and determination. Then you have an impact panel. The next page, we see crickets are right. Mishiba's right hit him first. Rosario wasn't even close, nowhere near it. He thinks to himself, I was too slow. I push back in and try again. And you get a glimpse of Rosario's insides just throbbing, his organs. Like obviously when it's animated it's gonna look better, but they look small and shriveled and like he's just holding his breath and just taking damage to him, bruising him up. He thinks to himself from the inside, smaller and faster. Now mind you, he is basically doing Ippo's technique, the bulldoze come forward technique. That's all he has. You know, the punches aren't working. Every time he's getting a little bit better. He got timing down a little bit more. He's thinking smaller, faster, smaller, faster. Get in there, shortest distance. And then Mishiba throws his right. Rosario throws his left hook. They go for a counter, and you can see the next panel. His fist is right at Mishiba's chin. It's right there. Mishiba's fist is a little bit distance from his body. And that's it. It says to be continued. Rosario is going to do it to him, okay? This counter is going to land. Now, I can't see Mishiba putting the glove to block it. I can see him maybe doing a neck roll, you know, but I think it makes more sense for this to hit him. And it's going to hit him pretty hard. I do think this will drop Mishiba, but he'll get back up. I think Rosario's going to swarm him, split his eye open, and then Mishiba's going to stick back to the basics and beat him. But let me tell you, he's been aiming for this counter, and I like that it shows. Because at one point in time, Alfredo was looking down on the way that Ippo fights, and Ippo does, you know, have a basic style. It's good for the nationals and like regionals, but not so much the world level. But this shows sometimes on world level you have to just rely on F it, we ball. Keep going forward with no plan. Just look for that one money shot. Look for that big knockout punch. And that's always the worst thing to do. So that's it I got for this one, you guys. Go ahead and iron fist that like button. Subscribe for more action. I'll see you on the next video.